In this tutorial, we'll look at templates. So we have created a few templates in order to make it easier for you to create your own cases. So let's take a look at order modification template. So in this case, the virtual assistant is able to check the order status or cancel the order status by ID or email address. So let's use this template. Yeah, our dialog scenario sections and domain knowledge have been rewritten and been modified according to that template. So let's start from dialog scenarios. Now, we have created 3 different dialog scenarios where you check the order status by email address, second by ID, and in the third case, the dialog scenario, you cancel the order. So the default message looks like this. You can edit it if you want to. We have shown it before. Yeah, let's say that in this case, we are checking the order by email address. So it asks for the email address. It can work both ways, but in this dialog scenario, we have specifically used the email address. And then you perform an action, and the details are presented here. Okay, let's finish the dialog. Now, if you go to the ID, it's very similar, but instead of providing the email address when you check the status, you provide the number, the order ID number. And then we have performed an action already. This is a template. Let's finish the dialog. And in the third dialog scenario, it's where the order is actually canceled. So you press the button, cancel the order. Again, it asks for either ID or email address. You provide one of them. We have performed an action, and it actually asks, are you sure to cancel the order? Okay, so the additional verification is also embedded. Yeah, we finish the dialog. Now, the most interesting thing here is slots and actions. And let's take a look at the API integration. So previously, we haven't used API. We just use some sample values. So, but when you use the API, the sample values are not actually needed. So we can raise them all because in our API, we have a bunch of data, different data. The external API URL can be pasted like this. To test the endpoint. We save that action. The similar thing we can do for canceling the order. So we cancel the order, but just make sure that we do have the URL again here. Right. And let's save this action. Okay. Let's now we have we've done the dialog scenario, so we've done the slots and actions. We can look at the domain knowledge, by the way. We have written a few instructions, quite important instructions. So if within your API database, the order is not found, it just doesn't exist, then the chatbot is asked to say, no, it's not found, okay, which is quite important. So let's take a look at the logic. Okay, so let's start over. Okay, let's get the latest order status. Okay, I'm going to use a different email address. Okay. I can also use a different ID number. For example, if I know my ID number, but people are likely to remember the emails rather than IDs. So let's use 31, for example. Okay, that's how it looks like. Now, if I'd like to cancel the order, let's cancel the order. Let's say that I'd like to cancel my order. Yeah. So yes, I'd like to cancel the order. Good. So we can also do it in a very similar way with the ID and cancel the order. Yeah, I think it should be very clear now.